Welcome to Music Over Matter. Today, as our first video of 2024, we are going to be doing both of our top 10s of our most anticipated albums of the year. Of course, we have different lists. We're going to talk about them when we hear them for the first time. Before we get to the top 10, I want to do an honorable mention. I don't think you have one. Because this guy has not been mentioned. He might be retired. No one really knows, but I'm going to throw this out there as my 2024 prediction. Eminem is going to drop. He has not been mentioned. He hasn't promoted, hasn't done anything, but I think he might drop this year. So he's not on my top 10, even though if he does drop, he would be, if that makes sense. But he might be retired. No one really knows what's happening. All right, let's get to the top 10.
So some of these, it's just the artist name. Like there's been no confirmation that they're even dropping this year.
That's also true. We tried to incorporate artists that are due for a drop, or they've already been confirmed to drop this year.
So at my number 10, I have Schoolboy Q. He hasn't dropped since Crash Talk in 2019. And I think that was one of my favorite albums of 2019. And he is due for a drop.
Yeah, I could see him dropping. I would be excited if a Schoolboy album gets announced as well.
Yeah.
I think Crash Talk was overhated. My number 10 is Kanye. Whether Vultures is his only drop this year, if he's doing a solo project as well, who knows what Kanye is doing. But I want to hear new music from Kanye. Vultures is apparently dropping. Every year, I'm excited to hear Kanye music. I don't care if he's cooked, which he might be cooked. I feel like everyone anticipates Kanye music.
At my number 9, I have The Weeknd. Another one where you could see him building hype and his new aesthetic that he has at his shows. Like
MF Doom mask.
Yeah, or even the robot mask that he's been wearing. So hopefully he drops this year. It's been, it would be like almost 2 years since Dawn FM now.
The Weeknd is, of course, lower on my list if you've been watching this channel. Weeknd is higher, lower, whatever you want to think. Later on, that's the way to say it.
Yeah.
The Weeknd 100% is going to drop this year. And here's another prediction. It's going to be the most sales hip-hop has ever seen. My number 9 is someone who is apparently dropping. It's Ski Mask the Slump God. That man hasn't dropped in, what, since Stokely?
No, he has that in-between project.
Okay, whatever it was.
It's
been years. It's been years,
yeah,
right?
It has been a while.
Ski Mask is still one of the most fun rappers to listen to. I'm excited for a Ski Mask project.
My number 8 is going to be Kid Cudi. Insano is dropping in January. Kid Cudi is one of my favorite artists, but I have him still really low on here because what we've heard, it's not getting me super hyped for it. But I know going into a Cudi project, I'll like probably most of the songs on it.
Cudi didn't make my list. I'm in the kind of same boat. He's dropped a couple singles now that weren't that good. At the Party was good.
Yeah, but it's like, it's a good song, but it's not Cudi. Like, that's not what I'm looking for.
My number 8 is a project that I think was supposed to drop 2023 and did not. It's Saba and No ID. Regardless, whether it's No ID or just Saba music, I'm excited to hear a new Saba project. Saba continues to be kind of in that same realm as Denzel Curry. People know about them, but don't listen, even though they're incredible artists and they deserve listens. So they're both in that same realm. I'm excited for Saba music always.
Yeah, the 2 singles that he dropped with No ID, Human Nature and Back in Office, amazing.
Yeah.
I really like even the sound that he's going for in it.
Yeah, and his last album, Few Good Things, was really good. So if you're enjoying our top 10 most anticipated albums of 2024 so far, be sure to scroll down and hit that subscribe button for us. And if you want to support the channel just a little bit more, hit that join button for us to get a cool little icon when you comment on our videos. And let's get back to it.
At my number 7, I have Benny the Butcher. I think he was supposed to drop this year, or
maybe
there was like talks about all Griselda members are dropping. But I know he's probably going to drop early to mid.
No, it already has a release date.
Oh yeah, that's right.
January 20th or 20 something.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about
Benny
that.
is dropping.
Okay. Yeah, I always put Benny the Butcher albums in high regard. He's my favorite Griselda member.
Same. I always go back to Benny projects way more than the other Griselda, like Tantalk 3. Oh yeah, this Benny project is going to be fire. My number 7 is Benny the Butcher. So we're already there. So
Yeah, we're gonna
what's
talk
your number
about that.
6?
My number 6 is gonna be Denzel Curry. What was the talks? He was gonna drop 2 albums this year, and he didn't drop one.
I don't know what the hell is going on.
He didn't
with
even
him.
drop one.
We're gonna drop album. Never mind, album scrapped. I'm just dropping singles.
I didn't need a Denzel project that soon anyway. I don't feel like. I'll let him take his time. I'm always hyped for a project from him, even if he takes an extremely different route. Is he still doing the R&B thing?
Well, that's the thing. Like, is that still happening?
Yeah,
He was supposed to do an R&B project and Blood In, Blood Out. My number 6 is Baby Keem and Kendrick. With a question mark. Because I either want to hear a Baby Keem solo project, which I think is due, because Melodic Blue dropped in 2021, or the Hillbillies project, if that's happening. New Baby Keem music, I'm hyped for, being from Vegas, but also the dude is talented, so he makes good ass music.
Yeah, and even like the Melodic Blue, even though it's like over 2 years old now, right?
Yeah, almost 3 years.
Yeah. It's literally still in my rotation.
Yeah, this man listens to so much Baby Keem. I don't think you guys understand. You guys do not understand how much Baby Keem this dude listens to. It's actually absurd.
Oops.
All right.
Baby Keem's my number 5.
Okay, so we're on pace.
Okay, yeah. So what's your number 5?
My number 5 is JID. Apparently, there's already an album name. It's called Forever and a Day. Is a JID solo project. Apparently, already has a title. So that's dropping, I guess. That would be sick. Metro and JID. Why do I keep saying JID? It's JID. Fuck. I'm so in the habit of saying JID.
Is it not JID?
I guess it's JID because he got rid of the periods. It's no longer an acronym.
Oh.
When it used to be. JID has a project coming out with Metro apparently as well. I don't think Forever and a Day is that collab.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if it still is in the works because I know Metro is working on the Future album. That's like his main priority.
I think what he said was he's doing Future, then JID.
Okay.
And then apparently going to start working on his trilogy.
I don't know how that would sound. That's like it's not a concern.
It would be way different.
It would. You would have to think about features that would be on the JID album. They'll probably be a lot different than his normal projects.
Yeah. So yeah, JID's my number 5. What's your number 4?
I have Don Toliver. I think he'll drop, I'll say mid to late 2024.
I'm going late because his release schedule is a year and a half.
Do you drop Lovesick at the beginning of 2023? I feel like I'm due on an album too because Lovesick didn't hit as hard as his previous 2. And also for Lovesick, I think the hype was in the wrong spot too because he was like, it is a concept album, but he was hyping it up to be a concept album.
Yeah, like a story or something.
Like, yeah, but it is a concept album about love, but it just didn't work.
How does a Don Toliver project not have a Travis feature at the beginning? How does it not have a Baby Keem feature? Like, you gotta bring in these people that are gonna make your album, like, really good. My number 4 is Denzel, so we've already talked about that.
Yep.
Everyone knows Denzel is one of my favorite artists, so. What's your number 3?
My number 3 is the Future Metro album. Is it still Dirty Sprite 3 or we don't know?
I'm going to go ahead and assume it is.
It is. They don't miss. That's all I can say. Like,
yeah. No, Metro Future is going to be one of the best albums of the year. I don't think there's...
and it could be one of Future's best albums ever too.
Well, you have to think, like, Future's been doing this for so long. I Never Liked You, his last work...
is still, like, Future.
Is top Future. This dude is not going down the shitter. He's, like, still on top. Yeah, I think Metro Future is going to be stupid, especially if it's Dirty Sprite 3.
I just hope it has a good album cover.
I hope they get it from another chemistry textbook. I really do. Like, that would be actually awesome if they get another chemistry textbook and just put Future's face in it. My number 3 is Metro and Future, so we're on pace.
Yeah.
What is your number 2?
My number 2 is Yeat.
Okay.
I am very looking forward to his album. Afterlife, really high up for my favorite albums last year. And just from the snippets I've heard of his new project, which is, what is it, like 2093 or... I don't know. I think he's changed name multiple times because it was going to be something like Lifestyle before. I don't know what he's doing.
Oh, I remember hearing that.
Yeah. But I think he changed the album name. From the snippets, it's totally different.
As he's developed and surrounded himself with different people now, really shown his creativity and how he could change sounds and shit.
Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to it. I forget the song snippet name that I heard, but it sounds like nothing I've ever heard before.
My number 2 is J. Cole, The Fall Off. The Fall Off is going to be absolutely absurd. J. Cole has been on a run. J. Cole projects are known for not having features. That's kind of his thing. But on the off season, he changed that up. Now imagine on The Fall Off who he can get, because he has been doing work with so many people. He could get the entire industry. He could literally pull a Kanye and get the entire industry on The Fall Off. And what's nuts is he'd out-rap everyone. On The Fall Off, I need a J. Cole Kendrick song. J. Cole Send Off. Imagine the outro track to The Fall Off is a Kendrick J. Cole song. I'm getting chills. Thinking about that
crazy.
Shit. I'm getting chills, bro. Yeah, that would be absolutely absurd. What's your number one most anticipated album of the year?
I have Playboi Carti as my number one.
That's crazy.
Again, with hearing the snippets, and it's also coming in January, I'm pretty sure.
Not just snippets, entire songs. This dude, I think, has dropped his entire project.
I think this is the first Carti album that I'll like on first listen. Every Carti album, it's taken me just a little bit. Even Die Lit took me a little bit to start liking. Whole Lot of Red took like 6 months. These songs that he's dropping sound so good. And his range of voice, too, that he's able to do.
Yeah. I'm going into this Carti project with a different mindset.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think my issue with Whole Lot of Red was like I was expecting something else.
Me too. Yeah.
So this time I'm not going to do that.
Yeah. And also I went into the Carti album being a hater.
That's true. I did as well.
This time I'm not.
I still don't like Carti too much, if I'm being honest. My number one is The Weeknd. Imagine that. Yeah, I mean, it's The Weeknd, bro. He's going to absolutely kill it. And it's going to be the end, which is kind of scary. That's like kind
But
of
is
sad.
it though?
Well, yeah, that's the thing. It's very confusing because it's like, oh, it's the end of the weekend, but I'll drop music as Abel. But it's like, what? Why would you even do that then? Why even do it? I don't know, whatever. Let us know in the comments what your most anticipated albums of the year are. If you want to make a top 10, go for it. If not, do like top 3 or something. Your most anticipated artists.
Maybe top 4.
Maybe like 4.5 or something. Your most anticipated albums of the year, what artists you want to hear from in this year of our Lord 2024. And we'll see you in the next video.